Hello, dear YouTubers. So this video should supposed to make you feel a little bit better and think a little bit different if you need to be 2 weeks in the home. Now it would be good to have some little bit of music. Ta-da-da. Um, I wanted to make you laugh at the beginning. So I was just watching one video, and I definitely listened to different kinds of materials because I'm self-recovered from suicidal depression, and I always love to relate back to it because there's so many valuable lessons that people can learn there if they get over it. And it's not easy, but the life you're gonna live later, like, it's gonna be amazing. At the beginning it's gonna feel a little bit strange, but later it's gonna be cool, like with everything that changes. So I didn't get a Ferrari, I didn't get a Mercedes, I didn't get a million, but I got a totally different mind which sees things different. So relating to this virus that is going on, it doesn't matter if it's a virus or something that really changed in your life and made your life upside down. Definitely it affects us because now all the plans that you had fail. And I just spoke on my social media how every time I set my plans they fail, and that I want to be more acceptant of the changes that are appearing. And I didn't even count on that. I just did it 5 days before I saw that this thing with this is really serious. So let me try to make you think different and make you feel a little bit better instantly if you need to be 2 weeks at home. So I'm coming from a place where I was 2 years at home, maybe not all the time, but I was sick. I didn't have money. My friends left me. I failed in business. I just went out of really toxic relationship, being afraid for my life, by the way. I became sicker and sicker. I even had on top of it binge eating disorder, and I was super lonely. I was just experiencing negative thoughts, and it was just terrible. I didn't see the future for myself, and I started to see dying as being a better exit. And it definitely was. Just imagine yourself right now at that space. You totally lost your identity. And one pieces of that experience, I even lost a little bit of my English knowledge. I don't know. My brain was shut it down because it was so much stress, and my thoughts were producing even more. So your thoughts produce more or less stress, but it's not easy to change them. And because it's not taught in the school. So actually, probably my habit also is still to do it because we don't have that subject at school. And emotional intelligence, emotional muscles, emotional health is something that is really important, and is definitely something that should be talked about. And I want to be that voice because I have a strong enough reason why and a good story behind myself. Today it sounds like a cool story, but trust me, I wouldn't like to go back. I mean, being with the old mind inside of that experience was tough. Being with this mind in that experience would also be tough. I would say so, because I was just learning the first time the new skill, and it just hurts. Like, it hurts when you learn something new. It's not comfortable. It should not be comfortable. So look at this experience like that. So I heard a lot of people who were like for 2 weeks in home because they have to travel countries. They entered outside and they were like, I'm right now so grateful to be walking outside for the sun, for the grass. I'm just looking at the beautiful nature. Oh my God. I would have to show you this. Like, I'm gonna turn it like this. So I don't know what I just recorded, by the way, but I think it was a little bit of sky and just like this Villingen beauty. Oh my God, now my camera won't start. And they were just so grateful. I felt the same. I felt the same for the first next job, which was terrible. I felt terrible doing it. I felt grateful for every single breath I take after it. And life was just so magical. And I still committed myself to keep the magic alive because I could kill it. I could kill it just instantly. Oh, sorry, the camera is here. I'm always like mess this up. So, can you ask yourself right now, what is the gift that you can be to the world right now? Maybe it could be singing, dancing. I like that. Make you be just like training or be the best example of something that you love. Maybe you're a good artist, or maybe you just love to clean home so you can clean it like to the perfection while you're here inside. Maybe you wanted to read books, but you were like so repelled of it. Maybe you chose the wrong titles of the books, which was not interesting to you. So maybe try with something different that stirs your inside more. Just listen to inside, not what people don't ask recommendation of a book. People ask me for recommendation. I don't know what to tell them. Go to library and intuitively try to feel which sector feels the best. I don't read novels and romance. It just doesn't feel good to me. But it doesn't mean that somebody who reads it like it's like that it's not the recharger from them. Like literally the things when I discover the things that I love, and it's not nothing to do with logic, it's my emotional health, it's like a charger to plug inside of the wall, and I get recharged, like literally. So try to think what could recharge you inside of your home while you're at home. Also something that will come up, I just saw my like friends like from Croatia, they're 20 years older than me, they have a beautiful lifestyle, and they were just like laughing a little bit like we were in quarantine, and they have a beautiful garden, and they just created a beautiful life for themselves. So when they close down their like borders, they still love their life. I try to love my room as much as they love their garden. It's just a perspective. Because what if one day I would have their garden with this mind, and I will be, this is missing. I should plant a flower there. It's never good enough. I had a really great body, but it was never good enough. Never good enough. What if this right now is perfection? What if this right now should supposed to happen? What if this right now is teaching me a lesson and a skill that I'm gonna be dominant in the future in my surrounding with? What if I could be that person who can like try to get the different solution? So at one point I was treating myself, and the doctors told me, after trying a lot of medicine and all of this stuff, they're like, we can't help you anymore. So I was already read thousands books, maybe a little bit less. I already did discover what they do in Norway, what they do here, because I was obsessed. It was an obsession. And I already like had a lot of it in my mind. I was not courageous enough to give it 100%. But when that doctor told me that this is the case for immunology and he can't help me, I was thriving from the inside. My nose is making me. I was thriving from the inside. Why? Because I knew that this is a perfect moment and a perfect synchronicity that I've been waiting for. So that's how it is even in the times of adversity, like something like these times right now in the world. So one good example of that is people who think different, they definitely get not affected, they even prosper, become more happier, I'm going to learn I'm going to read so many books if we close down the sports bar, but I wouldn't like it. I love my job, so that's what I put myself. I really love to work with people in that sports bar. I don't know why, it's just a regular job, but it gives me such a joy. I love people. I love that I can get paid for people coming in, and I can talk to them, I can serve them, I can just like do something for them. I'm so excited, and am I super funny to be like experiencing this? I can feel totally miserable down there in a sports bar. It will be a choice. I'm choosing to be happy. I'm choosing not to suffer, And I love to say, even though I felt like I didn't have a choice, like you may feel for being at home, I'm telling myself for the experience in my past, I chose to suffer. I don't see the bigger picture, but sometime, somewhere, my energy, my soul chose to experience this. We all chose to experience this. And as an energy um, being, I can create, after that doctor said there's no chance here anymore, I'm like, what if I can create something different because I'm governed by higher intelligence? Will all of the metaphysical books write, but we don't believe that stuff until it happens. And I think that I'm so intelligent, my body is so intelligent that it created the whole illness so I can have an excuse to live 2 years as a total scientist of energy and life. So I'm super excited. And back then I thought I'm just like wasting my time. My colleagues, which are programmers, they're having high salaries, they're traveling around the world, and they did. Some of them got married. I didn't have anything, so I thought I'm just super miserable. Right now, I'm in a process of dating, and I want a like long-term, forever partner, so not something that is just like that. That's my intention, and that's what I'm creating. And I spotted in the middle of this dating experience, which lasts for like last 8 months, that I am my perfect partner. And then the guys who are coming, and the really good guys, they can't make me happy. They can, but they can't because something is gonna go off. And then I need to be the perfect partner for myself. And like that is like everything in life. In one day I can stay out of all of my money, and I've been saving for 3 years. It's a tough story. I've been saving when I was like earning just $20 a month. I mean, I took that because this is a video in English. It was Croatian kunas, 200, just to let you know, it was from my grandma. I saved 10%. And now, oh my God, what would happen if all of that money goes away right now because I lose my job and everything? Like, it's just supposed to happen. I'm gonna save again. I have that habit. And even if I don't know. I have a habit, so it should supposed to be like that. So it's always good to take control of your life. I did everything at the place, so everything that is happening has to happen. So I definitely invite you to put a little bit of your magical scent into your experience, like I do now, because I can't experience depression anymore and I'm self-recovered. So it means that I'm always every day recovering myself and just maintaining what I learned. What if you could feel? What if you could feel already so peaceful and so great in this moment? And even if other emotions come up, you could be in peace with them. So underlying peace and all of the emotions, shame, guilt, loneliness, which are normal, I'm experiencing them. And I think mental health is not experiencing the emotions, but experiencing the whole spectrum, being at the peace spot. So the difference with depression and being really healthy and experiencing all the experience, you're in resistance to all of that is happening, and you're with peace with all that is happening. It's a skill. It can be learned. Meditation is the way to go, definitely. So that's something that if I don't do, I can't maintain the peace in the center, and resistance starts to happen because I can't. Meditation relaxes your body to the fullest. So you forget about what you have, what you do, especially Joe's Dispenza meditation. You forget about your identity. You forget the car that you drive and everything. And then you create from the space of infinite possibilities. So maybe get a meditation online course while you need to be at home in quarantine. It could help you as a skill. I mean, I use it in business with people. I can do a regular job, but the way I think and behave is different from other people because my skill set is different. And we are all the same. still. So it means what I can do, everybody can do. And I'm not perfect. I'm still having my role models. Right now, I enrolled in a great self-development program, which is called Lifebook from Mind Valley. It's gonna cover 12 areas of my life, which is all areas of my life. And it's gonna be in deepness, my beliefs, changing my beliefs about every single aspect of life. And the most important thing, I always had like goals like this. I'm gonna have a business, but probably I'm gonna have time. So let me not have a life partner. Let me just be ambitious. No, what if I could have it all? That's what my business mentor taught me. And I love that in network marketing. They told me, what if you could have all? And what if you stop thinking this or this and start thinking this and this and this? Maybe not at the moment, because we are now talking from 3 years of thinking like that. So we created something. But what would your life look like if you could create that possibility for yourself? It could take you 10 years. I don't care. I'm going to be somewhere in 10 years. Like this, I have a control over where I'm going to be. At least I'm going to be at a good space here. And I could stay without everything and I would still be at peace. Because I gave my everything. And the most important experience from Lifebook is just like all the areas of life to align in one goal. So not like fitness tears apart my business or like this, you need to give up something to do. Of course, sometimes we need to do sacrifices. For example, you can't go out of the home, so you need to be 100% fully in. You can't change it, so whatever. You need to be there. But when you have options, when you have possibilities, then choosing to think different. So I hope this helped. Also, great book is like also from like Viktor Frankl. He was one who inspired me a lot to be where I am today, because I was not in concentration camp. I was at home. I had food. Nobody was torturing me. And yeah, people judged me. I judged them for judging me. I felt miserable and all of those stuff. But I had medical help. I was living in not like American stories. Like I was not homeless. I know people who are all of that I am and homeless. And I started to be grateful for not experiencing the worst. So you can right now maybe imagine yourself, you're in the home. You can't go out. What if you don't have one arm or the teeth hurt you like mine does? I hope it doesn't get worse. I'm creating that it heals, and right now I'm decreating all the beliefs that keeps on holding this pain in place. I need to be thinking this way. I just did the clearance statements. I don't want you to totally think I'm totally crazy, but I learned a lot of energy tools back in recovery, and it's serving me today, definitely. So, what if something hurts you and there's no help? What if you don't have food in your home? I'm sure some people didn't get it, maybe older people. What if somebody from your home died out of like virus? Like, don't think in future. Like, this is not supposed to make you feel worse, but supposed to feel grateful. You know, when you're like, I'm so grateful for this little tiny like hat I have. For literally 5 years, I didn't buy myself a new one. I don't want a new one. I love this one, but it's like totally already like you can't even stretch it even more. It makes my hair like this, by the way. What if I could be grateful for that cap because it keeping my hair beautiful? Because it keeping just one thing, because it keeps me warm when I'm outside in Germany and it's really cold weather. What if I could be grateful for this thing because it makes my eyebrows look more beautiful? So when I watch myself, I maybe judge myself less in the mirror. What if I could be grateful for this beautiful texture that when I touch my face, it feels so soft and so beautiful. It feels so just like in the other world. What if you can start to be grateful for every single thing that you have in home, and start doing that consciously? Time will pass. I can suffer right now and just be in the thinking mind, or I can do a meditation, or I can just start to be grateful and maybe do some things that I didn't do, read a book and feel the resistance. You're going to feel the resistance. But what if you can be with peace with the resistance and all of this? Think about it a little bit. So I hope this helped, and I wish you an amazing, amazing day, dear people. And what can I say? I really love you, and I love myself too. And you're part of me, I'm part of you, everybody on this earth. So if we think that way, and it's definitely that way, then we're going to create a great life, because we're going to always look how this is going to be a win-win for everybody, even if we face with our enemies. Maybe the win-win would be that you leave and you're going to make them a service to reflect on their behavior and start to think and change. Maybe they're gonna find a new victim, but what if that could be a win-win situation? What if, like, I don't want to even continue. I can continue like this until tomorrow. So I wish you great energy and times and great wisdom that could be created out of this experience. I'm still not being faced to being home. It's gonna be tough for me, even though I sound smart. But I'm gonna find what can I learn there, and how can I enjoy my time, or at least how can I create something different like this video. And I wish you a great day. Mwah.